Okay, so it's all white, which I showed you the other day, but now we got the stripes all taped off. So here's what we're doing. So where the paper is going to stay white. This wider stripe is going to be white, and this stripe is going to be white. So then we carried that on all the way through. So it's not your traditional. I just wanted something a little different. I've seen some of these kind of stripes on maybe some newer ones, but I thought this would be cool because everybody does the double line stripe, even the Chevelles and the Camaros, and everybody has that, but you never really see anybody doing too many, wide stripes on the Mustangs. And plus with this cowl, with this this hood scoop, and then this front piece, which is right here, and so that piece there, and then I've got another piece that goes on the front of that, which will be like a silver, like a nickel finish. So it's gonna look pretty sweet. So this is where the stripes are gonna end. They're gonna end right here. And then this, like I said, this is all white. That little one's white. Everything else is gonna be blue. So, well, pretty sweet. Okay, here's the blue. So, like I told you the other day, I showed you I taped it off when it was all white. So just like I showed you. So it's hard to see. We'll get down a little closer. So all this paper is going to be white underneath, blue, white, and then obviously blue. So, but I have an idea. Here's what I'm thinking about doing. Let's go look at the front. Now it's not clear coated. It's just base, because now that I've got it clear, or I've got it all blue, now we have to, I'm going to do a little bit of artwork on it, and then it'll be clear coated, but I got to color sand it too. So you know how when you spray base coat on something, it's kind of rough. So basically I'm going to take a Scotch-Brite and I'm going to rub the whole thing down and make it all smooth, make sure there's no bugs in it, no little dust, no burrs, and that's going to smooth it all down, and then I'll clear coat it. But here's what I'm thinking is, so this first stripe right here, so white, blue, white, and this little one's white. But in between, this one here, the space in between it's blue, and the space in between this one it's blue. I'm thinking about this one, I'm gonna do silver leaf. So if you guys know what gilding is, that means that I put actual silver or gold when you gild something, which is like the lettering on fire trucks and different things. So I'm going to, this blue space, I'm going to silver leaf that. And then that, when that is, when that's done, it's going to be kind of a dull silver, which I think would be cool because it'll match the front piece that's going to be on the front of the grill. And all my trim is like a dull aluminum. And I think is what I'm going to do with all the trim is, I've seen some people paint it black, and some people's trim is real nice and shiny. Mine's not very shiny. So I think is what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of sand it dull. Sand it to keep it dull. So that way the dullness carries on throughout there. And then the silver that'll be here. This chrome, the silver piece that goes on the front of the bumper or the hood scoop. So I think that'll be cool. So this space will be silver leaf. Okay. And then I'm thinking about this space in between. I'm going to spray, where am I at? Yeah, here. This space in between, I'm going to spray with flat clear. And then I'll tape it off. And then when I shiny clear the whole car and it comes off, that stripe will be will still be dull. It's just a thought. Or I might leave the wider one dull, and then the skinnier one here might be silver. Haven't decided yet, so I'm not sure which one I'll do, but maybe the smaller one will be silver and this one will remain dull. And then after it's all done, then I'll see how it looks. Then I'll probably hand pinstripe beside every single stripe, so with a pinstriping brush. And I'll do that all by hand with maybe a shade of blue, or maybe we'll add another cool color in there. But you can kind of see a little bit. It's the pearl even though it's flat, you can see it kind of swaps a little bit. It gets light and dark. And here's the chin spoiler end cap, end piece for one of the 3-piece spoilers. You know, you can see the side louvers. There's the middle section for the 3-piece spoiler, and then the other pieces back there. So, and then my what's hidden behind here is the louvers, and they're painted blue just like this also. So it's going to be pretty sweet because the roll cage, the whole roller, 6-point roll cage inside here is blue, just like this, and I think that'll look cool. So then all the seats will be bright white. So this thing's going to turn out pretty sharp. Okay, so for those of you who aren't sure what gilding is, or gold leaf or silver leaf, so I've taped off my area that I'm going to turn silver. This real thin is actual 99.9% pure silver. And this I've put the size on, which is sticky. And you just put your silver down. Put it down. I'll put some on this front piece. And it goes down. And you just rub it in place. I'll get another piece here, bigger piece. So you got to be careful. Now the stuff that I put on here is a spray. So the only problem with the spray is all this stuff on the sides where you normally could reuse and put down on there is stuck to the tape because the spray sticks it all down. So I'm more favorable to the liquid that I brush on, but they didn't have any, so I had to go with the spray, which still works perfect. The problem is, like I said, you're gonna waste some because now look, you lose a little bit and it sticks right to the tape. So this all sticks down. It's silver, pure silver. They smash it down to such a thin, it's like tissue paper. Put it down. So this is this side. Let me show you the other side. I've already done this side. And get a close look so you can see it's in between the tape lines. And then I'll show you when I get done, and it's going to go all the way across the car. Do silver. So I decided to do the outside one is silver, the inside one is going to be just flat blue, and then the rest of the car is going to be clear, and then I'm going to pinstripe around all of this. So it's looking pretty sweet. Okay, here is peeled the tape off, and now obviously the small tape is still on. Okay, so when that comes off, this will be white, this will be white, this whole line here will be white, and that's going to stay blue, and then that'll all be white. But as you can see, you know, so there'll be white beside it, silver, and then I'll do some pinstripes to separate it. I haven't done, you know, the top yet, but I just did that, peeled the tape, and it's gonna look pretty sweet, I think. You know, so pretty cool. We'll check out some more when I get some more done, but looks pretty tough, I think. It's gonna look really cool when it's pinstriped and cleared and everything. Okay, so we've pulled the tape off. So we got the blue. This is, I've already sprayed the flat on this, and this is the silver. So basically, you know, you got the whole scoop, and you can see I just stuck this top piece. It's just sitting here right now, it's not screwed in. And then this is just like a little chrome bezel thing that goes on there. So now that I've just done this silver, I think I'm actually gonna spray it, do the adhesive on this and do the silver leaf on this thing. This switches just like what's on the car, and then clear coat it, and then that'll go on. That'll look pretty sweet. I think that'll look pretty good. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I like it. It's different. It looks pretty cool. Here's the back. Now obviously I don't have the spoiler done yet. So now that I've got all the tape off, after this, this is flat clear on here. So then when I clear coat the whole car, I'll obviously tape this off, clear coat everything, and then peel that off. So everything will be shiny and that'll be flat. But once I clear, I'm going to clear everything. And like I told you before, then I'm going to hand pinstripe outline every single one. All these graphics, or the lines, the stripes. I'm going to hand pinstripe each one of them. So I think that'll look pretty cool. So overall, I think it's pretty cool. It's different than just having your basic double line stripe. I think it'll be okay. So the test will be once I clear it and then pinstripe these. And I'm not sure what colors I'm going to use for these. I'm probably going to do something completely different, you know. It'll be a complementary color, I'm sure, but it'll be something that's not on the car. That way it just helps it stand out. Just something a little bit different, you know. I think it'll look pretty sweet. So I love the way this scoop turned out. The way it's clear out to the edge. So it almost has like a Shelby feel. You know, I don't want to toot my own horn, but it doesn't look too bad. You can't even tell I welded along the seam. And you can't even tell which part of the hood was from the 64 Thunderbird. Excuse me. And you can't tell which was my original. So I think I did a pretty decent job there. So that turned out pretty cool. And it's going to look really cool when this is all attached. And this has got the silver, and then the Ford is on here. It's going to look pretty badass, I think, and all the lights in the grill. So pretty excited. Hopefully in the next couple days I'll have this whole thing clear coated. And the first coat of clear will go on. Then I'm going to do a sand. And then the reason I'm going to clear it and sand it is because when you hand pinstripe something on, if I were to stripe on right on this flat base, okay, there's nothing protecting this. So if I screw up, because I often do, I can't, you know, I am an artist, I have been doing it my whole life, but sometimes you screw up. You can't wipe it off on the base coat, you'll ruin it. You put the clear coat on it, you sand it, then when you're doing your stripes, if you screw up a little bit, you can take your solvent and you can wipe the mistake away, and then you can keep on going. Just like any graphic, when I'm doing helmets or motorcycle tanks or anything. Clear coat it, sand it, do any pinstripe work. That's how I do it. Some people, maybe they're better than me and they can just go right on it, but I'm not. So that's how we're going to do it. So what I'll do is as soon as it's cleared and I sand it, I'll show it to you, and we'll do some stripes, and then we'll go from there.